tabletopbattle.com and our first foray into Flames of War. And as usual, Svein is holding the camera and Damon
is not.
Damon is not. He is the creator of this scenario, which we are going to play.
Hope it works.
It will certainly work.
Cool.
And what are we going to do with Flames of War, Damon?
We are going to be playing Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, because when we decided to venture into Flames of War, we wanted to do something new, something that
hasn't been done.
Correct.
And what you usually see is 2 guys or 3 guys sweating over each other and playing with their little toys. We already do that.
All of that sounds wrong.
Yeah, don't care.
Sweating over each other, playing with their toys.
It's not something we haven't already done.
Okay.
We already do that with our bolt action videos, and we're following the course of World War II. So we decided to use Flames of War as our movie scenario feature.
Movie scenarios.
So what we will be doing is doing many of the famous movies that you guys love and that we love, and putting them into scenarios for Flames of War.
And also movies that we hate.
Fury's fine? Much?
Fury?
Much?
Yeah.
Much. The forces that you see will not be taken from any specific book. They will be made up of what we generally can figure out was in the movies. Or books, depending on what kind of scenario it is. What you will, however, have is the reference, the rule reference. The Tiger 1 will actually have the statistics, firepower, armor of the Tiger 1. The German troops will have fearless veteran troops, and so on and so forth. If you want to show the nice people the table sign.
I already did.
You already did. Do it once more.
We can do it again.
We've tried our best to recreate with the terrain that we have available. This will be the city where the end fight took place.
Which is Ramel.
Ramel. Here you have the clock tower, where you will be finding Private Jackson firing his sniper rifle.
Also known as a bell tower.
Also known as a bell tower. Church tower.
Also known as Picky.
What did I say?
Church
tower. Christ, bell tower. Other than that, you have destroyed buildings, debris. You have mortar pits, mortar wounds. Call it whatever you want. Piss off. We'll go over what the different types of terrain give you for an advantage if you're standing in them, if you're standing close to them, etc., etc. But before we do that, we're going to go over the forces.
The German forces.
All SS, pretty much, if we look at the rules that we've given them. Although they might not have been. These are a representation of what we feel the Germans had when they entered the city. So we'll go through the forces set for you. We have Tiger 1. We have 2 Marder 2, that's Norwegian for you. 2 Marder 3. We have 1 SD KFZ 251/1. We have a total of 15 infantry bases, and here we'll be counting both 5-man and 4-man bases, regardless of what you see on them as regular infantry bases. And we have 5 command bases. In addition, you have the 20mm Flak 38 over here that really tore into the US forces.
As they tried to disable the Tiger.
They managed, but they got disabled themselves.
Yes.
The Germans will have the following special rules for this scenario. They are all fearless veterans. They have something that we decided to call ongoing assault. As the German forces were advancing in mass, whenever a German infantry base, not command base, is removed as a casualty, it enters play again from the German entry zone and can act as normal from the turn it arrives. They also have platoon under fire. The German army that advances does so under the rules for normal infantry and must adhere to unit coherency. This rule is removed when the US forces make their initial attack, meaning when they blow up buildings and Germans get squashed. The German forces, regardless of platoon or command, doesn't really matter, they can move as a single infantry base or a single independent team.
Independent. So each and every base can move independently after Damon launches his initial assault. Because Damon will be
American.
And I will be killed.
Nazi.
I will not be Ryan. Or, what was it? Harry Potter?
Go away.
US.
Am I supposed to talk?
You are.
Okay.
I can talk.
You can talk. Show the people the US Army.
US Forces for Saving Private Ryan Flames of War Edition.
Yeah. We'll be starting in the back row, where you will find 5 infantry bases of fearless trained representing the Rangers already stationed in the city. You will have 3 infantry fearless veteran bases representing Captain Miller's paratroopers. In front of them we have the 2 MMG bases. They are fearless trained.
So that's the 30 cals?
That's 30 cals. In front of that we have 3 bazooka bases, which will be representing the sticky bombs.
Sticky bombs.
We'll go over the special rules for this stuff after we've done the introduction. Starting from, that'll be your left, Svein.
My left.
Thank you. Actually, I don't have any idea which base that is. Does it have any stuff?
It's a base with 2 guys on it.
Alright, then that will be Sergeant Upham.
Sergeant Upham.
He is reluctant trained. He doesn't really want to be here. Next to him, we have Jackson, 1 fearless veteran sniper.
Yes.
Next to him, we have Sergeant Horvath, 1 bazooka base, awesome fearless veteran.
Yeah. Coolest cat in the town.
No, that would be the Hellcat from our review. Lastly, but not least, we have Saving Private Ryan and Captain Miller, and whatever junk they decided to pull with them. Fearless Veteran Command Squad. The special rules for the Americans on this scenario is quite extensive, so bear with us. They have throw it. All 3- and 2-man bases can arm and throw a mortar round instead of firing their rifles.
That is not including the medium machine guns.
Not including the mini machine guns.
No. These bases.
Yeah. Range 8, counting as anti-tank 1, rate of fire 1. Anti-tank 3, sorry, rate of fire 1. They all have disperse and hide. They are prepared as good as they can be. They always count as gone to ground regardless of what action they do. And they also start the game hidden and remains hidden until they actually do something. Nowhere to run. They know they can't escape. They know they probably can't win. So none of these units can be pinned. Then we move on to the character bases. Ryan and Miller, they always count as being dug in. We have Sniper Jackson. On a roll to hit, if he hits, he automatically kills. This base is just removed, there is no firepower test, and there is no save. And he cannot be targeted or caught by anything other than the Martyr 3 that comes in from the flank to kill him. Hopefully. Well, at least for Svein, that's hopefully he comes in.
Just like in the movie.
Yep. Sergeant Upham. He carries ammo for the units around him. Whenever he makes base contact with another base, add 1 to that base's rate of fire. And Upham can fire his own rifle once during the game, and it automatically kills whatever he shoots at. Unless, of course, it's the Tiger. That would really not be historically or politically correct. Sticky bombs only affects
Nothing
tanks.
about Horvath?
No, he's a dude with a bazooka.
Dude with a bazooka.
Okay, he's got extra fat. What the hell? He's a dude with a bazooka. He can run around and shoot as he wants. Sticky bombs only affects tanks or transports. If a model with a sticky bomb comes in base contact with a tank or transport, it is automatically immobilized and take a further anti-tank strength of 6 to the side armor with a firepower test of 6. So it can hurt it, but it's unlikely it will be damaged because you need a 6. That will require some voodoo magic to get that happening. I went there. Then we have the Alley of Death, which will be over here-ish. Svein doesn't really know where it will come, but it will come here. The start of the battle comes when the US forces detonate the dynamites or C4 that they've placed. We will do this as well. When the tiger comes in from that angle, it will be followed by 3 infantry plus D6 infantry bases. All the bases that are following the tiger will take automatic hit with a firepower test of 3+ when I decide to detonate the C4. And they will not have the chance to do an infantry save. Lastly, we have what you see down the other end, the Alamo. Saving Private Ryan is the paramount objective. Destroying the bridge is a close number 2. The US forces can only achieve victory through keeping both Ryan alive and not blowing up the bridge. But if they do have to take out the bridge, the best result they can achieve is a draw. And the bridge cannot be blown up until round 5. And also, Ryan and Miller must be at the Alamo to blow up the bridge. And that concludes the lesson for today.